League action as the Gherkins take on the Rosebuds. The last time these teams met, the Gherkins walked off with a win courtesy of a pinch hit two-run single by Derek Mabin. Since that time, the Rosebuds have gone 1-0-1, while the Gherkins look to continue their winning ways with a win this afternoon. Once again, I'm Mike Chex, working alongside John, Gary, Molly, and a host of others, helping to bring you all of this afternoon's action. We are going to move into the bottom of the first inning because this is, in fact, the Wild Wild West League, and we jumped the starting gun by about 30 minutes. So after a 3-up, 3-down top of the first inning, which featured 2 strikeouts by starting pitcher Kane Kianis, we are going to move to the bottom of the first. Your lineup for the Gherkins this afternoon, starting at shortstop number 11, Derek Mabin. Number 12, Justin Herzog playing third base, followed by number 21, the first baseman, Matt Bergevin. Colby Grace batting in the cleanup spot, playing second base, will be followed by starting pitcher Kane Kianis, then left fielder Sean Alvarado, the catcher Cade Edmondson, right fielder Lucas Ware, and center fielder Shane Takla. On the mound this afternoon for the Buds, number 17, Evan Olson. And fans, like I said, we are now about ready to get the bottom of the first inning underway. Derek Mabin steps up to the plate. Right-handed batter wearing number 11 for the Gherkins. Gherkins in their home light blue uniforms with dark blue numbers on the back. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that is hit to right field. And fielded cleanly by the right fielder. That was Alex Seoul on the putout there in right field. Quick 1 out. That's going to bring up third baseman Justin Herzog. Herzog batting from the right side. Wind and the pitch on the way to Justin. Off the plate, ball 1. Your umpires for this afternoon's contest, Picklebot 3000 calling balls and strikes this afternoon. Ben, our umpire out in the field. 1-0 pitch on the way, catches the outside part of the plate. Count goes to 1-1. Game time temperature 86 degrees, humidity also somewhere near 80%. Muggy afternoon for baseball here out at the Walk. Wide and the 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Herzog taking a cut on an inside pitch, couldn't find it though. Olson comes set now, brings the 1-2 to the plate. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Extremely overcast here in the Lentz neighborhood this afternoon. Was talk of some possible thunderstorms, but it looks like that's gone out of the weather forecast for now. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Herzog down on strikes.
Okay, all right. Now to bat number 21, Matt Bergevin.
2 away for the Gherkins here in the bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up first baseman number 21, Matt Bergevin. Bergevin, of course, having a heck of a season so far for the Gherkins. Evan looks in. First pitch fouled off to the right side. 0-1. Ben with a new ball into Evan. Evan grabs the rosin bag, takes a couple steps, trying to clear out some of the mud from his cleats there. Front of the mound a little bit wet this afternoon. Evan looks in, gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and lined to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw over to first in time. 6-3 the putout. 3 up, 3 down for the Gherkins here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We move to the second. No score from the Walk.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games. What kind of stuff do they sell there? Either got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers. That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up. Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
All right, fans, we are back at the plate. Number 25, John Olson, takes a look at the first pitch, ball one. Olson, the starting first baseman this afternoon for the Rosebuds. 1-0 pitch on the way. That catches a good part of the inside of the plate there. 1-1 the count. Kane delivers the 1-1. About the same place on that pitch. 1-2 now on the Rosebuds' first baseman. Olson steps back in, taps the plate. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one well outside. Ball 2, 2-2. In the first inning, Norman, Tellinghusen, and Bailey came to the plate. Strikeout, pop fly to second base, and a strikeout is how they went down. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one high. Ball 3. Count's gone full now on John Olson, who is batting fourth for the Rosebuds. Batting fifth, number 18, Alex Seoul, followed by Jack Ossenkamp and Hayden Williamson. Kevin Blair, Aiden Bunn, Hayden Van Acker round out your lineup for the Rosebuds. Full count. Pitch on the way, fouled off to the left side. Count will remain 3-2. Giannis steps back up to the rubber, looks in, gets his sign from Cade Edmondson. 3-2 pitch on the way again. Swung on and lined up the middle for a base hit. Giannis looked like he might have had a chance at it. Got the glove up just a second too late.
Pickles, we got number 18, right fielder for the Rosebuds, Alex Seoul.
So John Olson credit for the first hit of the game here in the top of the second inning. And that'll bring up right fielder number 18, Alex Seoul. First pitch on the way to Alex, high and tight, ball 1. Look over to first base. 1-0 pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1. Nice off-speed pitch there by Giannis. Olson a couple stride lead over at first base. 1-1 pitch on the way. Took that pitch outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Kane brings in the 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled off, strike 2. Edmondson goes and retrieves the baseball. 2-2 count, nobody out here, top of the second inning. Olson again a lead at first. Kane looks over. Deep breath, brings the 2-2 pitch in. Swung on, and that is skied to center field. Tackler ranging over and cannot find the handle on it. Drops in. Olson moves down to second base. Alex Seoul on.
Number 15, Jack Austin Kopp.
So that is going to go E8 on the scoring there. So 2 on, nobody out. Rosebuds threatening here, top of the second. It's going to bring up number 15, the left fielder, Jack Ossenkopp. First pitch on the way to Ossenkopp. He bunts it to the right side, fielded by Kane. Only play over to first, and he gets it. Runners advance on the squeeze. Fielder's choice 1-3.
Number 16, Hayden Williamson.
So 2 runners in scoring position. Catcher Hayden Williamson to the plate. Kane trying to work out of a small jam here in the top of the second. Looks in, first pitch on the way to Williamson. On the outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. That pitch in there at 84 miles an hour. Kane not afraid to mix up his speeds. Brings in the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, does not go. That one was in the dirt. Nice stop by Cade Edmondson. Count goes to 1-1. Hayden a few practice swings. Kane looks in. 1-1 on its way. Another check swing. And apparently that one missed the plate. 2-1 now the count. Of course, Picklebot 3000 calling balls and strikes this afternoon. The most efficient umpire in all of baseball. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that is a strike. 2-2. And of course, just as we bring up Picklebot, we get some complaints from the umpires not on the playing field. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one bends in there for a strike. Got him looking. Strike 3. Hayden Williamson down on strikes.
Your next hitter, Kevin Blair, third base, number 12.
So 2 away here. Rosebuds with 2 on in scoring position. Looking to see if they can strike first here. First pitch on the way to third baseman Kevin Blair. That one in the dirt and gets away from Cade Edmondson, and a run will score. John Olson in from third. Wild pitch on that one brings Olson in to score and moves Alex Seoul on to third base. Rosebuds on the board first. 1-0 the count to the Rosebuds, third baseman. Kiana steps off the rubber for a second, now back on the bump. 1-0 pitch on the way. Off the plate, ball 2. 2-0 the count to Kevin Blair. Right-handed batter. Takes a look at the 2-0 pitch. That one inside, ball 3, 3-0. Kane didn't look like he was too happy with that last call, but now brings the 3-0 to the plate. That one is over for a strike. Blair was taking the entire way. Three and 1 the count. Alex Seoul on third base. 1 runner in. Pitch to the plate, and that is fouled off to the right side. Count goes full. 3-2. Edmondson gets set back behind home plate. Kane looks in. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the third base side. Count stays full, 3-2. Alex over on third, going to be able to take off with contact here. Pitch on the way to the plate, swung on and lifted to left field. Sean Alvarado settles under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. Your score after 1.5, 1-0 Rosebuds. Yeah, we're good for now.
Hey, we're about to have your 4th spot batter come up. Number 50, Colby Grace.
1-0 Rosebuds here as we move on to the bottom of the 2nd inning, and Colby Grace going to be leading off, second baseman for the Gherkins. Evan Olson 3 up, 3 down in the first for the Rosebuds. Grace stands tall at the plate. First pitch high and tight. Ball 1. Williamson goes and retrieves the baseball. Grace shakes it off. Grace back in, taps home plate. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for a strike, 1-1. Olson kicks at the dirt on the back of the mound. Now steps back on the bump. Grace back in. 1-1 pitch on the way. Nice looking pitch too. 1-2. Grace content to let that one fly by. Outfield pretty much playing straight up. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just off the plate. Ball 2. 2-2. Rosebuds picking up an unearned run in the top of the 2nd inning on a wild pitch. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one high. Ball 3. Count goes full. Colby looking to get something started here for the Gherkins. Olson looks in, has his sign, comes set. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one in the dirt, ball 4. Colby Grace works a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That's going to bring up starting pitcher number 24, Kane Kianis. Grace gets his lead over at first. Evan brings the first pitch to the plate.
My apologies, but we definitely have number 24, Kane Kianis, starting pitcher for the Gherks. Up to bat.
First pitch a little bit out of the zone, 1-0. Olson a quick throw over to first. Grace sliding back safely. Kane Kiana steps back in. Grace a lead over at first. Evan Olson comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the third base line, but foul. Would have been trouble if he could have kept that fair over the third base bag, but could not. Went foul just before it. So Colby Grace returns to first base. Count 1-1 on Kane. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Nice stop by Hayden Williamson there to keep the ball in front of him. Keep Colby Grace over at first. Olson a long look over at first, comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. Does not go outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to the Gherkins' number 5 hitter. Steps in, twirls the bat around a couple times. Olson digs at the mound. Gets his sign, brings in the 3-1. That one over for a strike. Count goes full now on Kane Kiana. So after going full on Colby Grace and then issuing a walk, Evan Olson now has Kane Kiana at a full count. Nobody out here, bottom of the second. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off into the parking lot on the right side. So we'll do it again. Count full, nobody out. Grace a lead over at first. Eric Olson brings in the pitch, and that one high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks.
Here we have batting left fielder for the Gherkins, number 6, Sean Alvarado.
Back-to-back walks here to start out the bottom of the second for the Gherkins, and that's going to bring number 6, Sean Alvarado, to the plate. Alvarado playing left field for the Gherkins this afternoon. Steps in from the right side. He's got 2 on, chance to do some damage for the home team. Olson will look back to second, now brings the first pitch to the plate, and that is over for a strike, 0-1. Olson, after having an easy bottom of the first inning, 3 up, 3 down, struggling here in the bottom of the second. Looks back at second, 0-1 pitch on the way. That one a beauty as well. Chest high and over the plate, 0-2 on Sean Alvarado. Runners get their lead. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, got him strike 3. One away here in the bottom of the second inning. So with 2 on and 1 away, that's going to bring up the catcher, number 17, Cade Edmondson. Runners get their lead at both bases. First pitch on the way, swung on and missed by Cade, strike 1. Colby Grace gets a lead at second. Kane Kianis a lead at first. Olson set. Looks back at second. 0-1 pitch on the way. High and tight. Ball 1. 1-1. Olson extremely kind to his pitch count in the first inning, not treating it so nicely here in the second. He comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike two. 1-2.
Number 17, it's your catcher for the Gherkins, Hayden Williamson. Let's see what he can do.
Edmondson back in the box now as Evan Olson comes set. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one high, ball two. 2-2. Really light breeze coming out of left field here at Walker Stadium. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Just a bit off the plate. Ball three. Full count again here in the bottom of the second. Three-two pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Evan Olson settles under it for an easy second out. P1 the scoring on that one.
Number 2, my favorite position, right fielder, Lucas Ware.
So with 2 on, 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning, and that's going to bring up number 2, the right fielder, Lucas Ware. Single to the outfield should bring in at least 1 run. Olson's first pitch to Ware. Swung on and fouled straight back, 0-1. Ware continues to kick out his cleats on the back side of the bump, now returns to the top. Runners get their leads at first and second. 0-1 pitch on the way. Across the letters and inside, but over for a strike. 0-2. Gherkins hoping Lucas can make some contact here, drive in a run. In the hole, 0-2 though. Pitch on the way. That one high, ball 1. 1-2. Olson hasn't surrendered a run yet, but he's driving his pitch count up here in the bottom of the second. Gets his sign, 1-2 pitch on the way. That one high, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lucas Ware patiently waits at the plate. Olson comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Off the plate, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a theme this inning. We like the full count. Runners will be able to take off with the pitch here with 2 outs and a full count to the right fielder, Lucas Ware. Look back to second, and a quick throw back to second, diving back in time, Colby Grace. Nice move by Evan Olson. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Rosebuds a 1-0 lead. Another throw back to second base, and again Grace slides back safely. Olson knows that the runners can take off with the pitch, trying to keep Colby at second base. 3-2 pitch on its way. Strike 3 called, and Lucas Ware down on strikes. That will end the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We move on to the top of the third. 1-0 Rosebuds.
Do you you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Welcome back, fans. We are about ready to move on to the top of the third here at the Walk. Rosebuds with an early 1-0 lead. Leading off here in the top of the third for the Rosebuds, second baseman Hayden Bunn. Hayden Bunn steps in, takes a look at the first pitch. A little bit high, ball one. Bunn wearing number 6 for the Rosebuds. Takes that second pitch, fouls it off to the right side. Bergevin giving chase, but it is out of play. Count goes to 1-1 on Hayden Bunn. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. That one outside, ball 2.
We are seeing hitter number 6, Hayden Bunn, second baseman for the Rosebuds.
2-1 the count. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that is hit to the right side. That is going to be into the netting on the right side. Multiple players, Grace Bergevin and Lucas Ware giving chase, but nobody could come up with that one. Count goes to 2-2 on the Rosebuds second baseman. Outfield playing straight up. Lucas Ware a little shallow in right. 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, catches the inside corner. Strike 3. Hayden Bunn goes down looking. One away here in the top of the third.
Number 19, Hayden Van Acker.
That was strikeout number 4 for Kane Kianis. That's going to bring to the plate number 19, the extra hitter for the Rosebuds, Hayden Van Acker, who swings at the first pitch and skies that to shortstop. Derek Maben settles under that and makes the catch. Quick second out. And that'll roll over the lineup. So coming to the plate for a second at bat this afternoon, the center fielder, number 8, Miles Norman. Norman struck out to lead off the game back in the first. And takes a look at the first pitch strike from Kane Kianis. Kianis doesn't waste any time. 0-1 pitch on the way.
Right up to the start of the lineup
That
for
one's
the
high.
center fielder,
Oh,
number 8,
ball
Miles
1.
Norman.
1-1 the count. Kane brings the next pitch to the plate, and that one is lined into left center field for a base hit. Tackla fields it, gets the throw in, going to hold Norman to a single.
Hey, here we go. We've got Blake Town Husen, your designated hitter for the Rosebuds, number 7.
So 1 on, 2 out for the Rosebuds designated hitter, number 7, Blake Tellinghusen. Tellinghusen popped out to second base back in the first inning. 0 for 1. Wide in the pitch on the way, high and outside, ball 1. 2 outs here. The infield playing straight up. Bergevin holding Norman on at first base. Wide in the 1-0 pitch. High ball 2. 2-0 the count to Tellinghusen. Kianis will look over to first base, comes set. 2-0 pitch on its way. Outside ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Norman will lead over at first. Kianis comes set. 3-0 pitch on the way. That one catches a good part of the plate. Strike 1. 3-1 now. Tellinghusen was taking all the way. Still hitters count at 3-1. Pitch on its way to the plate, and that one lifted to center field. Tackler ranges in, settles under that one, and makes the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, still 1-0 Rosebuds.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Freshly roasted from K&F Coffee Roasters. Have you ever had it? They are the
Welcome back, fans. We are here at Walker Stadium, moving on to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rosebuds currently leading 1-0.
Pickles me up, not only to start your day, but also throughout the day.
Here in the bottom of the 3rd, the Gherkins are going to be sending Shane Takla, Derek Maben, and Justin Herzog to the plate.
Let's see who we got. Looks like number 4, Shane Takla, center fielder for the Gherks.
Well, fans, if you happen to be listening to this game at home or somewhere in the greater Portland area right now, we have a 2nd game of this doubleheader lined up at 7:05 tonight. That will feature Game 2 of the series between the Bend Elks and your hometown Portland Pickles. That game starts at 7:05, and it is Keep Portland Weird night tonight. I am not allowed to tell you exactly what the organization has in store for this evening's festivities, but I am told it will be great. First pitch of the bottom of the 3rd on the way, and that one misses, ball 1. Shane Takla, the center fielder, leading off. Stands in at the left side, 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, 1-1. Olsen back out for a 3rd inning of work. 3 strikeouts so far, pair of walks. Has yet to yield a hit. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that one's fouled off to the right side. 1-2. Crowd continues filing into Walker Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. Olsen comes set. 1-2 pitch on its way, swung on and hit sharply to the right side, or left side, excuse me. Blair fields that cleanly over to Olsen. 5-3 the put out.
And with that, we're up to the top of the lineup for the Portland Gherkins. We have number 11, Derek Maben.
So turning the lineup over for the Gherkins, and that's going to bring up shortstop Derek Maben. Maben flew out to the right fielder his first time up. So Olsen's faced the full 9 batters that the Gherkins are using to start this game and is yet to yield a hit. 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd. Pitch on its way. That one low, ball 1. Both pitchers working fairly quickly, as they do here in the Wild Wild West League. 1-0 pitch on its way. That one just misses, ball 2, 2-0. Maben wearing number 11, steps back in. Ready for the 2-0 pitch off the oh, excuse me, catches the outside corner, 2-1. Who am I to question Picklebot, who is never wrong? Olson comes set, 2-1 pitch on the way. That one low, ball 3. Three and 1 the count on Maben. He steps back in. Olson set. Pitch to the plate, and that one is outside, ball 4. So Maben works a 1-out walk.
With that walk, we have third baseman number 12, Justin Herzog.
So with Maben occupying first base, that's going to bring up third baseman number 12, Justin Herzog. One away here, bottom of the third. Rosebuds a 1-0 lead. First pitch on its way, swung on and missed. Nice jump from Derek Maben over at first. Thought he was going to take off for second, but instead returned to the bag. Gets his lead again. 0-1 pitch on the way. Again, big swing and a miss from Justin Herzog. Count goes to 0-2. Herzog was looking to give the Gherkins a 2-1 lead with that last swing. Maben the lead at first. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Maben was taken off, and he would have been in cleanly in second with a steal, but instead he will head back to first base. Count remains 0-2 on the Gherkins' third baseman. Struck out his first time up back in the first. Maben a short lead at first. 0-2 pitch on the way. Low, ball 1. 1-2. Well, in addition to the game tonight, we have a doubleheader lined up for you tomorrow, again starting theoretically at 3:35. It'll feature the Wild Bills taking on the Gray Wolves. Olson comes set. Quick throw over to first, and he got him! Derek Maben leading a little far off of first base, and a great throw over by Eric Olson, and Derek Maben dead to rights trying to get back to the bag. So that changes the at-bat slightly for Justin Herzog now. He stands in with a 1-2 count and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Wind and the pitch on the way. That one over for a strike, strike 3. And that will end the bottom of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Your score still 1-0 Rosebuds.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
So Kane's in right.
To watch all the Pickles and Gherkins.
For the Gherkins, we now have number 14, Eric Kessler, on the mound. Kessler will be throwing to battery mate number 2, Lucas Ware. You may remember Lucas Ware as the starting right fielder today, but now out in right field is Kane Kianis, who you might remember as today's starting pitcher.
Eric Kessler, right-handed pitcher, number 14.
So hopefully you're up to speed with all of those changes, and that is it for our defensive changes here. Move on to the top of the 4th. Justin Bailey, John Olson, and Alex Seoul due up for the Rosebuds. Justin Bailey, the shortstop, going to lead off. Struck out looking back in the first inning. So the line on Kane Kianis, 3 innings pitched. Did give up 1 run. That run was not earned. 2 hits, 1 error, and stranded 2 runners. First pitch of the 4th on the way, and that is blooped into right field, and that drops in for a base hit. Kane Kianis wasn't quite able to get a hold of that there.
Number 25, John Olson for the Rosebuds. We're welcoming him to the batter's box. Number 25, John Olson.
So Bailey with a leadoff single finds himself on first base, and that is going to bring up first baseman number 25, John Olson. Olson singled back in the first inning and came around to score on a wild pitch. He has scored the only run of the game so far. Kessler's first pitch to him catches the inside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Kianis did finish with 4 strikeouts on his pitching portion of the afternoon. Again, he is out in right field. Second pitch to John Olson off the plate, 1-1. Kessler looks in. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit to the left side, and that is through for a base hit. Herzog almost had a handle on it. Maben stopped it from going into left field.
Thrilling baseball at the Wild Wild West League. Right now, let's see what number 18, Alex Seoul, can do.
So Olson reaches on an error charged to Justin Herzog. That moves Justin Bailey out to second base. So 2 on, nobody out here for right fielder Alex Seoul, who reached on an error back in the second inning. Pitch on the way to Alex. That one bends over for a strike. 74-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch from Kessler. Looks into Ware. 1-0 pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw over to third, and Lucas launches it into left field. That is going to bring Justin Bailey around to score on the E2. So another unearned run for the Rosebuds. On the plate, John Olson scampers down to second base. So another runner in scoring position, another run in for the Rosebuds. Still nobody out here. Top of the 4th. 1-1 pitch on the way to Seoul. Outside ball 2, 2-1. Olson a lead at second base. Grace playing in the vicinity, trying to hold him. 2-1 pitch fouled off to the right side. 2-2. Fans, the second half of that doubleheader tomorrow night will feature Game 3 of the series between the Pickles and the Bend Elks. That starts at 7:05 tomorrow night, and it is Portland Wrestling Night tomorrow night. Bring your luchador masks and your onesies. 2-2 pitch on the way, fouled off, still 2-2. Or your wrestling singlets if you prefer. Two-two pitch on the way, swung on and lined up the middle for a base hit just past the outstretched arm of Colby Grace, trying to dive to stop that. John Olson around to score. Alex Seoul an RBI single.
Still no outs as we welcome number 15, Jack Austin Cup.
So 2 runs in so far. Alex Seoul hanging out on first base with an RBI, and that's going to bring up left fielder Jack Austin-Kopp. Austin-Kopp was grounded into a fielder's choice, 1-3 back in the second. Pitch on the way to him. Inside, ball 1. Kessler takes a walk to the back of the mound, trying to kick some of the dirt out of his cleats. Dirt on the front of the mound a little bit chunky this afternoon. Kessler back up on the bump. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one high. Not high. That one also a strike. 1-1.
Remember, we've got Picklebot as your and Picklebot is never wrong.
That's why Picklebot makes the big money, and I'm just calling baseball games. 1-1. Snap throw over to first. Back safely, Alex Seoul. Close play at first base. Nice throw by Kessler. Credit to Bergevin for fielding that cleanly, as well as it was a little low, but guided him right to the runner returning to the bag. Kessler gets his sign. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one is lifted to the right side. Grace wanders over and settles under it for the first out of the inning. So Austin-Kopp out P4.
Hayden Williamson.
It's going to bring up the Rosebuds catcher, number 16, Hayden Williamson. Williamson struck out looking back in the second inning. We got a little bit of field maintenance going on out in center and right field as one of the tarps has been removed. Runner goes, and a wild throw into center field. Alex Seoul, stolen base. I think that throw just got away from Lucas Ware. Lucas usually pretty good on his throws down to second base, but that one curved on him and just tailed away from Colby Grace covering on the play. So now runner in scoring position, 1 out. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that one fouled back. 0-2. Eric Kessler, long walk behind the mound. Lucas Ware settles back in behind the dish. Williamson back in, batting from the left-hand side. Seoul with his lead at second base. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. One and 2 the count. 2 runs in here in the top of the 4th inning. 3 runs so far, or 3 errors so far for the Gherkins. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that is popped up. Lucas Ware over to the left side, settles under it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
All right. Number 12, Kevin Blair.
So Alex Seoul has taken up residency at second base now, and Kevin Blair, third baseman, to the plate. Looking to extend the Rosebuds' lead. Kessler's first pitch, and that is fouled off of Lucas Ware, and that caught him right in the shoulder. Goes to retrieve the baseball, and Kessler going to take a lengthy walk back to the bump, give his catcher some time to shake that off. Credit the music team here at Walker Stadium playing the Jaws theme as Kessler was circling the mound. Nice touch. Seoul with the lead at second. 0-1 pitch, and that is fouled straight back. Just cleared the roof. 0-2. I will admit I was waiting for the thunk we occasionally get up here. Did not happen. Little disappointed. 0-2 the count. Runner on second base. 2 away here. Seoul was taken off with the pitch, but that one was fouled off into the netting. Take a jog back to second base. We'll reset and do it again. 0-2. Feels like the humidity's broke a little bit here at Walker Stadium. Breeze coming in from left field. 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is lined to shortstop and off the glove of Derek Mabin. They're going to wave Alex Seoul in, throw to the plate, and he is out. What a play to end the top of the fourth inning. 2 runs on 2 base hits, 2 errors, and nobody left. We move on to the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 Rosebuds.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games. What kind of stuff do they sell there? Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers. That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up. Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
All right, fans, welcome back. We are moving on to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Walker Stadium. Rosebuds have staked themselves to a 3-0 lead, but we've got a new pitcher for the Rosebuds, number 13, Dan Aguilar. Evan Olson went 3 innings, gave up no hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. First pitch on the way to Matt Bergevin, and he flies out to Alex Seoul out in right field.
Gherkins at bat. We want to mention that we have Derek Mabin, who was called up to your Portland Pickles. Jacob Mabin. Jacob Mabin, congratulations, pulled up to the Portland Pickles. Woot woot, we'll all know your name soon enough. And he is coaching first base.
Quick out for Dan Aguilera, who brings the next pitch to the plate. That is a over for a strike, 0-1. As you may have heard our public address announcer say, Jacob Maben, member of the Gherkins, has been called up to the Pickles. Very excited for him. So Colby Grace with a 1-1 count on him. One out here, bottom 4. Next pitch, ball, 2-1. Grace worked a walk his first time up, leading off the second inning. Advanced to second base, but could not get any further. 2-1 pitch on its way, swung on and missed, strike 2. Off-speed pitch, and Grace was out in front of it. Wind, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the third base line, and that hits the bag, pops up in the air, and Colby Grace, first hit of the afternoon for the Gherkins. So with one out in the bottom of the 4th inning, Gherkins get their first hit, courtesy of Colby Grace. It's a shame, actually. Grace got robbed of at least a double there. Had the ball not hit the bag and popped up in the air, he easily would have been at second base, but instead he's on at first with a single. And the first pitch to Kane Kianis popped foul on the right side, and that is just out of play. 0-1. Like Colby Grace back in the second inning, Caden Kianis worked a walk. And I believe a balk was called on Dan Aguilar. So that's going to move Colby Grace down to second base. So that first pitch apparently did not count. The balk was called in advance of that. So the second first pitch on the way to Kane. That one over for a strike, 0-1. So Kianis now in scoring position. Or excuse me, Grace in scoring position. Kianis at the plate. Takes a big cut at the next pitch, 0-2. Kianis going to be followed by left fielder Sean Alvarado. Remember, Kianis was the starting pitcher, now playing out in right field. Dan comes set, 0-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Kianis down on strikes.
Left fielder for the Gherkins, number 6, Sean Alvarado.
First strike of the afternoon for Dan Aguilar. 5th strikeout overall for the Rosebuds, and that's going to bring up left fielder number 6, Sean Alvarado. Alvarado was one of those strikeout victims back in the second inning. Comes to the plate with a runner on second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Rosebuds. Pitch on the way, swung on and lifted to left center field. Osenkop ranges over, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the top of the 5th inning, still 3-0 Rosebuds.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games. What kind of stuff do they sell there? Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers. That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up. Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. good beard.
Break of vodka.
All right, fans, we are back here at the walk. Moving on to the top of the 5th. Rosebuds with an early 3-0 lead over the Gherkins, and Eric Kessler back on the mound for his second inning of work this afternoon. Gave up 2 runs in his first inning of work on 2 hits. First pitch of the inning on the way, and that is high and tight, ball 1. Hayden Bunn having to duck out of the way of that one. Stands back in and takes a look at the 1-0 pitch. Also high, ball 2, 2-0. Wind and the 2-0 pitch to Hayden. Low and outside, ball 3, 3-0. Hayden Bunn, a strikeout victim leading off the 3rd inning. Got the count fully in his favor right now, 3-0. That one over for a strike as Hayden was taking all the way. Three-one pitch on the way. High and tight, ball 4.
Little slow for Pickleball, but Pickleball is never wrong. We're going to welcome number 19, Hayden Van Acker.
So, leadoff walk for second baseman Hayden Bunn, and that's going to bring up the extra hitter for the Rosebuds, number 19, Hayden Van Acker. Popped out to shortstop back in the 3rd inning. Takes a look at a first pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Rosebuds have had a lot of traffic on the base paths so far this afternoon. Bunn gets a lead over at first. Kessler looks in. 1-0 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. Comes set, the 2-0 on its way. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Van Acker with a big cut at that one. Couldn't catch up to the pitch, though. 2 on the count as Bunn gets a lead from first. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here, top of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. So Kessler struggling with his control here a little bit, starting off the top of the 5th inning. Back-to-back walks. That'll reset the lineup once again for the Rosebuds, bringing up center fielder number 8, Miles Norman. Norman 1 for 2 on the afternoon, a single and a strikeout so far. Comes up with a chance to do some damage here in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way, shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was high, ball 1. Another opportune time to bunt as he shows bunt from the beginning. That pitch over for a strike, catch the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Herzog playing a little in at third base. Bergevin playing a couple steps deep from the bag. 1-1 pitch outside, ball 2. 2-1 to Norman. Infield setup basically modified, double play depth, and a nice bunt on the third base side. No throw from Herzog, and the bases are full of Rosebuds.
Bases loaded brings up designated hitter number 7, Blaintown Hughes.
So Miles Norman with a great bunt to the third base side. Fielded barehanded by Justin Herzog, but by the time he got to the ball, Norman had sped enough up the first base line that he decided to just hold it. So nobody out, bases full of Rosebuds, and Blake Tellinghuse into the plate. Takes the first pitch and fouls that off to the right side, 0-1. Blake 0 for 2 on the afternoon, popped out to second base and center field. I suppose if that trend were to continue, he could home run this at-bat. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that lifted to the right side. Colby Grace fields it on the infield fly, and everybody has to stay put.
Shortstop for the Rosebuds, number 21, Justin Bailey.
So 1 away now here for the Rosebuds. Base is still full, and that's going to bring up shortstop Justin Bailey. 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a run scored. Kessler walking a tightrope here. First pitch on the way, and that one's skied out into right field, but that is going to be out on the berm. Foul ball, 0-1. Runners get their lead. Kessler looks in to get his sign from Lucas Ware. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that was well inside. Bailey didn't really flinch, but he was really close to getting hit by that pitch. 1-1 now the count. Kessler wastes no time, brings the next pitch to the plate, and that one is over for a strike. 1-2. Kessler could use a strikeout right here as he brings the 1-2 pitch to the plate, and that is low. Lucas manages to stop it right under him, takes a look around, and then realizes it's right between his feet. Runners stay put. 2-2 the count. Bergman playing in at first base. Winding the pitch on the way, and that one hammered to second base. Fielded cleanly by Grace. Over to short for 1, and the relay in time. Got him. 4-6-3. Your double play threat erased. And that is it for the Rosebuds here in the top of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on. We move to the bottom of the 5th, still 3-0 Rosebuds.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
All right, fans, we are back. Moving on to the bottom of the 5th inning now. Still 3-0 Rosebuds.
Bottom of the 5th inning, still 3-0 Rosebuds. We're about to welcome number 17, Hayden Edmondson, to the plate.
Ben Aguilera still on the bump for the Rosebuds, and this is going to be his 2nd inning of work. That's going to bring up the now designated hitter, Cade Edmondson. Edmondson started the game as the catcher, and he takes the first pitch and skies that. Shortstop second baseman Aiden Bonover makes the catch, 1 away. So quick one away here for the Gherkins, the bottom of the fifth, and that's going to bring up catcher Lucas Ware. Lucas started in right field for the Gherkins earlier today. First pitch off the plate, ball one. Lucas 0 for 1, struck out back in the second. Takes a look at the next pitch. That one off the plate, ball 2, 2-0. A little bit low. Aguilera comes set. 2-0 to the plate. Swung on and hit to the right or left side, and that is down the left field line, fair for a base hit. Ware going to take a turn at first. Austin Kopp gets the throw in quickly, and Lucas Ware held to a single. So 1 on, 1 away here in the bottom of the fifth inning, and that's going to bring up center fielder number 4, Shane Takla. Gherkins still looking to put some runs on the board here. Aguilera comes to the plate. Inside out swing into right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Shane Takla bloops one in to right field. Lucas Ware, close play at second base there. Had to hold up, wasn't sure if Alex Seoul could get to that or not. Held up between first and second, then managed to slide into second barely ahead of the throw. But that's going to put 2 on, 1 out here. Tying run to the plate in the form of shortstop Derek Mabin. Aguilera takes a look back at second base. Brings the first pitch into Mabin. That one low and outside, ball 1. So Gherkins with another good opportunity here. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Next pitch on the way to Mabin, and that gets away from Williamson. Runner's going to advance 90 feet. Lucas Ware into third base. Shane Takla down to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out here for the Gherkins. This is some prime rally time here. Mabin steps back in. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one high, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to the Gherkins shortstop. First base is open. Justin Herzog awaits on deck. Ben brings the next pitch to the plate, and that one fouled off to the left side. 3-1. Bounces back into the infield. Kevin Blair gets the ball back to his pitcher. So Williamson, the long walk back behind the dish. Ben back up on the bump. 3-1 the count. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and line to the shortstop. Whew, nice play by Justin Bailey. Shane Takla getting back to second base just in time. No double play there. L6 the putout for Derek Mabin, and that's going to bring up third baseman Justin Herzog. Gherkins really could use a timely hit here. Single should get them 2. Wide, and the pitch on the way. Swung on and foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. 0-1. Herzog 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Pair of strikeouts. Next pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1-1. Gherkins gave up a run on a wild pitch earlier. Would be more than happy to get one back in the same fashion if that's how it's gonna be. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted into left field. Austin Kopp ranging back, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We move on to the top of the 6th inning. Still 3-0 Rosebuds.
Family-owned and operated since
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games. What kind of stuff do they sell there? Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers. That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up. Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
All right, fans, welcome back to the walk. We are headed to the top of the 6th, and we have a new pitcher for the Gherkins, number 31, Bryant Rayburn. That will end Eric Kessler's afternoon. Kessler, with 2 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 of those was earned. 2 walks and no strikeouts. So Bryant Rayburn, big presence on the mound for the Gherkins. As we get ready to get the top of the 6th underway. And doing that for the Rosebuds will be first baseman number 25, John Olson. Olson has been all over this afternoon. Reached on an error back in the 4th, singled in the 2nd, and has scored 2 runs for the Rosebuds. This will be his 3rd pitcher faced in 3 at-bats. Infield umpire Ben giving us the sign. We're ready to start the 6th. Rayburn's first pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 1. Rosebuds staked themselves to a 1-0 lead back in the 2nd inning, added 2 more insurance runs in the 4th, and that is where we are, 3-0. Next pitch on the way, fouled off into the netting. Count goes to 1-1. Cloud cover never really burned off here at Walker Stadium this afternoon. The humidity finally relented, though. Great afternoon for baseball. Going to be a great evening game tonight, folks, if you can make it out to the stadium. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one is high, ball 2, 2-1. And if you can't get down tonight or tomorrow for some reason, make sure you get down later this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the Pickles' last homestand of the regular season. They'll be hosting the Bellingham Bells for 3 games. All 3 of those games, 7:05 start time. 2-1 pitch on the way. That one just misses the plate, 3-1. Of course, Tuesday night's going to be Tattoo Tuesday. Make sure you get down for that one. I mean, the Pickles do some of the best promotions in all of baseball, and that is one of them. Wednesday night, Woof Wednesday. Pitch on the way, fouled off into the netting. Count goes full, 3-2. In addition to Woof Wednesday on the 4th, it's also going to be Mexican baseball night. And then the 5th, the Pickles' last home game of the regular season on Thursday is going to be Fan Appreciation Night. So make sure you stop by and check those games out. You can find out more at portlandpicklesbaseball.com. Get your tickets. Going to be a great series of baseball. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and lined up the middle for a base hit. Just past Colby Grace. John Olson with another single. Have an afternoon, John Olson.
Number 18, Alex Seoul.
So, 1 on, nobody out for right fielder number 18, Alex Seoul. Alex also been all over this afternoon, just hasn't crossed home plate yet. Reached on an error and a single, has a run batted in as well. First pitch to him, over for a strike, 0-1. Olson a lead over at first base. Rayburn comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that one is skied out to right field, and that is foul. 0-2. So 0-2 the count on the Rosebuds right fielder. John Olson gets his lead from first base. Rayburn keeps looking in for the sign, has it now. Comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and that dinged him, and it sounded like it got him in the helmet. Alex Seoul going to take a slow stroll to first base. Bryant Rayburn kind of smiling out there, feeling a little bad for what happened. No bad blood out there on the base paths, though. Seoul takes a slow stroll down to first base. John Olson saunters into second. And as the Rosebuds seemingly have been doing all game long, they are threatening again here in the top of the 6th. 2 on, nobody out. That's going to bring up left fielder Jack Ossenkop. Ossenkop 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Fielder's choice back in the second and popped out to the second baseman in the 4th. Can do some damage here with 2 on. Takes a look at the first pitch, and that is over for a strike. 0-1. Nice pitch by Bryant Rayburn there. Bended that one in, 66 miles an hour. Olson getting a big lead out at second base. He takes off, inside pitch, and that grazed his jersey, his uniform, whatever you wish to call it. So a clothing hit by pitch. Olson had third base swiped outright, but only gets to advance, or only will be advancing on the walk. No credit for the stolen base there.
Looks like bases loaded as we welcome Hayden Williamson, number 16.
And once again, we're taking a look at a field that has bases full of Rosebuds. So 3 runners on, nobody out for the Rosebuds, and that's going to bring up catcher Hayden Williamson. Williamson 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Struck out and fouled out to the catcher. Big chance for some RBIs here for the Rosebuds. Rayburn walking a tightrope here. His first pitch to Williamson. Catches the front corner of their plate for a strike, 0-1. It's not that Rayburn hasn't had a problem getting ahead of batters, it's that he's had a problem staying ahead of them. Williamson taps the plate, he's ready. Rayburn comes set again. 0-1 on its way, and that one's well outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Tackle playing a little bit to the left side out in center. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that one is popped to the right side. Everybody giving chase in foul territory. It's going to be Matt Bergevin making the catch, and he fires a strike into Lucas Ware. Runners have to stay, and that is the break the Gherkins needed.
Third baseman for the Rosebuds, number 12, Kevin Blair.
3P the put out on Hayden Williamson, and that's going to bring up third baseman Kevin Blair. So I believe another balk was just called. So that's gonna balk in a run. Doesn't happen terribly often. Every runner advances 90 feet. And I don't know if Rayburn gets credit for the RBI on that or not. We'll figure that out, though. So runners on second and third. One away. Rayburn brings the first pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Bergman playing short at first base. Next pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-1. Now with the force gone at first, Bergman and Herzog playing shallow at first and third. 1-1 pitch on the way. That was a little low. Ball 2, 2-1. That was definitely over just a little low. Rayburn really trying to paint the edges, and that one is skied to left field, and that is going to drop in. That is extra bases. Alvarado over to retrieve it, gets the throw in. Thought it was going to Maben, gets into Herzog, and a bases clearing double for Kevin Blair. So even though he only gets 2, he would have had all 3 of them. Alex Seoul in to score from third. Jack Ossenkop around from second. And the Rosebuds have now extended their lead 6-0. Hayden Bunn now to the plate with a runner in scoring position. As first pitch hit to the right side. Fielded by Grace. Nobody home. Runners advance. So Blair into third. Hayden Bunn with a single. Infield single at that. Nobody covering first base. So now runners on the corners, 1 out. 3 runs in so far for the Rosebuds. Pitch on the way. Check swing. A ball is Adam Bunn steals second.
We do have number 19, Hayden Van Acker, batting.
So extra hitter Hayden Van Acker now with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. 1-0 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Gherkins could really use a strikeout, a pop fly on the infield, something routine. Big swing and a miss on the 1-1. Now goes to 1-2. Van Acker trying to keep the line moving for the Rosebuds. 3 in, 2 on, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him strike 3. Big out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning for Bryant Rayburn.
That's number 8, Miles Norman.
That was Rayburn's first strikeout of the afternoon. Lineup resetting for the Rosebuds. Center fielder Miles Norman returning to the plate. Pair of singles so far in the afternoon. 2 runners on in scoring position, 2 away. Pitch on its way. That one over for a strike. Nice pitch by Bryant. 0-1. Waste no time, comes set. 0-1 on its way in, and that one launched into center field, but right underneath it, Shane Takla, and that will finally retire the side. But the the Rosebuds doing a bit more damage. They plate 3 here in the top of the 6th. We move on to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Rosebuds.
We do have the Rosebuds with 6 runs. Gherkins none. Hey, let's talk about Zenner's sausage.
So 3 runs.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch tent at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Joining the big leagues. Learn more about career opportunities. That's what our fans say. Dave's Killer Bread is made with the highest quality organic and non-GMO ingredients, packed with protein, fiber.
Here, moving on to the bottom of the sixth, and we've got a new pitcher for the Rosebuds, number 11. Hayden Vinson, the pitcher of record. His first pitch on the way here in the bottom of the sixth. Off the plate, ball one. Hayden Vinson. So Ben Aguilera goes 2 innings pitched, gives up 3 hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody and had 1 strikeout. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that is well outside, ball 2, 2-1. Next pitch over for a strike, 2-2 on Bergevin. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Vinson comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one bounces in and off of Hayden Williamson. Count goes full. Bergevin looking to get on board any way he can. Hits have been at a premium for the Gherkins so far this afternoon. Only 3 so far for the home team. Jaden comes set. 3-2 pitch on the way. And that one was either ball 4 or hit him. Unclear on that. It looks like it might have just been inside and he got away from it. Either way, result the same. Bergevin finds himself on at first base for second baseman, number 50, Colby Grace. Grace 1 for 1 on the afternoon, worked a walk when he led off the second and then singled back in the fourth. Pitch on the way to him, swung on and fouled straight back, 0-1. Williamson out of the crouch, retrieves the baseball and throws it back to his pitcher. Bergevin a lead over at first base. Jaden takes a look at him, brings the 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, 0-2. Looked like Colby was trying to do some damage with that last swing. Now looks at an 0-2 pitch and takes that one and just off of Bailey's glove into left center field. Bergevin down to second base and Colby Grace with a single. So Gherkins threatening here in the bottom of the sixth, down 6-0, 2 runners on, nobody out. That's going to bring up starting pitcher, current right fielder, Kane Kianis. Kianis 0 for 1 in the afternoon, a walk and a strikeout. Takes a big swing and a miss. The first pitch, strike one. Oh and 1. Fouls off the next pitch. 0 and 2. So Jaden quickly ahead. As he works with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Long look back to second base. Pitch to the plate. Swung on and fouled off. And it looked like that may have gotten part of the hand of catcher Hayden Williamson there. Hayden's going to go ahead and hand deliver that baseball out to his pitcher. Maybe as much to go over the signs as it was to shake off that last pitch. Williamson, a word to his infielders as he comes back to the dish. Kiana steps back in a hole 0 and 2. Jaden gets his sign, a look over at first. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. Back into the netting. Count remains 0 and 2. Jaden shakes off his catcher, now gets the sign he's looking for. 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one's well off the plate. Ball 1. Looked like Williamson might snap a throw down to Olsen at first. See if they could catch Grace napping, but decided against it. So the runners again get their leads. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one bends in for a strike. Strike 3, and Kianis retired looking. So first strikeout of the afternoon for Jaden Vinson. Definitely got the sign he wanted on that last pitch. So that's going to bring up left fielder Sean Alvarado. Alvarado looking for his first hit of the game. 0 for 2 so far. So he fouls off the first pitch. 0 and 1. Bergevin out there at second base. Colby Grace over at first. Alvarado steps in. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one just misses. Ball 1. 1 and 1. Picklebot has an amazing eye. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one an inside. Ball 2. 2 and 1. It is interesting to watch batters just turn away from a ball as if that will impact how Picklebot calls the pitch. 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that hit to the second baseman, Adam Bunn. Over to Bailey for 1. Relay to Olsen in time. 4-6-3 double play. Crisis averted for the Rosebuds. We move on to the bottom of the 6th inning, or top of the 7th, excuse me. 6-0 Rosebuds.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles. Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
All right, fans, welcome back. We are moving on to the top of the 7th. Your score, 6-0 Rosebuds. Blake Tellinghusen, designated hitter, leading off here in the top of the 7th. Bryant Rayburn back on the hill for the Gherkins. His first pitch of the 7th. Inside, ball 1. 1-0. Tellinghusen 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Pitch on the way. Check swing, fouls that off to the right side. Looks like Tellinghusen might have, I thought maybe he fouled that off his fingers for a second there, but apparently not. Stretches out on the side of home plate. Steps back in. Rayburn comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. Catches the front corner of the plate. Strike 2. 1-2. Bryant comes set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and a bouncer to the left side. Fielded by Herzog. Long throw over to Bergman, and that will retire Blake Tellinghusen. 5-3 the put out. One away here in the top of the 7th inning, and that's going to bring up shortstop Justin Bailey. Bailey 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Single, a run scored. Struck out and bounced into a 4-6-3 double play back in the 5th. Wine and the first pitch to Bailey. Low, ball 1, 1-0. Bailey taps home plate. Rayburn gets his sign, comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. And bounces in front of home plate for a ball. Ball 2.
Number 21, Mr. Bailey up there.
6-0 our score here in the top of the 7th. 1 out. 2-0 the count on Justin Bailey. That pitch high and inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Rayburn hoping to make this a quick inning. Brings in the 3-0 and a bouncer to shortstop, fielded by Maben. His throw over to first, and that is in time. So Justin Bailey retired 6-3, and that's going to bring up first baseman John Olson. Sounds like everybody doing the mess around here at Walker Stadium. And why wouldn't they? We're keeping Portland weird. Nobody on, 2 outs here for the Rosebuds. Olson steps in from the left side. Rayburn's first pitch to him. That one gets away from Lucas Ware. Outside, ball 1. Olson singled his last time up, came around to score on a balk, as you do here in the Wild Wild West League. One 1-0 pitch on its way in, swung on, and that lifted into center field, and that is going to fall in for a base hit. So John Olson with a single to center. He has been up 4 times. He has touched first base all 4 times. So 1 on, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up right fielder Alex Seoul. Alex Seoul has also touched first base every time he's been to the plate. Pair of singles and reached on an error. Has come around to score once. Takes a look at the first pitch off the plate, ball 1. Olson a short lead over at first. Rayburn's got his sign. 1-0 pitch. That one fouled off. Plate 1-1. Two away, infield playing straight up. Bergevin holding Olson at first base. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off down the third base line. 1-2. Looked like Olson was taken off with the pitch there. And a nice sized jump on Rayburn. But all for naught as the pitch was fouled off. So Seoul steps back in, 1-2 count. Wind and the pitch on the way, swung on and hammered foul on the right side. Not even the outer fence of Walker Stadium can hold that one. One and two on the Rosebuds right fielder. Taps home plate, he is ready. Rayburn gets his sign from Ware. 1-2 on the way, fouled off again down the third base line. Count stays 1-2. Rayburn and the Gherkins would love to get out of this inning on this next pitch. We are up against a hard stop time, so Gherkins need to get off the field and back to the plate here. 1-2 pitch on the way from Rayburn, fouled into the netting. Count stays 1-2. Nice little battle going here between Rayburn and Alex Seoul. Meanwhile, John Olson keeps yo-yoing off first, back to first, off first, back to first. See if he takes off here. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that is lined into left field for a base hit. Seoul wasn't necessarily running with the pitch, so he's just going to take second, and that's it. But now we've got 2 on and 2 out for the Rosebuds. That's going to bring up left fielder Jack Ossenkop. Ossenkop retired on a fielder's choice back in the second, popped out to the second baseman in the fourth, and walked and scored just last inning. So Rayburn trying to keep those runners from scoring, brings the first pitch to the plate, and that one's fouled over to the left side, 0-1. Olson at second, Seoul at first, Ossenkop the batter at the plate. Rayburn in his second inning of work, looking to get out of this one unscathed. He brings the 0-1 pitch to the plate, and a slow bouncer up the third base line, foul, 0-2. Again, Rayburn not adverse to getting ahead of the batters, just sometimes goes a little long in the count. 0-2 on Ossenkop. Runners their leads. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off on the right side. Count stays 0-2. So we'll reset and do it again. 2 on, 2 out, 6-0 Rosebuds, top of the 7th. Wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Runner goes to third. Low throw, not able to be handled. Runners advance 90 feet. Oh, but that was a called strike 3, so it doesn't really matter. Top of the 7th in the books. We're going to take a break for the...
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm going to have to pick some up.
All right, fans, we are back. Bottom of the 7th, just now starting. First pitch off the plate. 0-1. Hayden Vinson back on the mound for the Rosebuds. At the plate, catcher nay designated hitter now Cade Edmondson, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Takes a look at the 1-0 pitch and pops that one sky high. Ends up being Williamson making the catch. In fair territory, so P2 the put out. So one away for the Gherkins here as they send up Lucas Ware. Lucas started out in right field today, now the current catcher for the Gherkins. First pitch on the way to him, and that is fouled off of Williamson's helmet. Oh, and 1 the count on the Gherkins catcher. Singled his last time up back in the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike. 0-2. Lucas knew it, too. Looks like he wished he would have pulled the trigger on that one. Instead, now behind 0-2 as Jaden brings this in high and outside. Ball 1. 1-2. Nice stop on that pitch by Williamson. Didn't look to be anywhere close to where he was set up. But he got a glove on it nonetheless. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just off the plate. Ball 2. 2-2. Nice eye by Lucas Ware. Lucas hoping to get aboard any way he can. Start a rally for the Gherkins. Fouls that pitch off. Count remains 2-2. Well, fans, next Saturday we have one of the greatest questionable promotions in Pickles history. Pickle Fest going to be next Saturday. That pitch was inside and behind him. I don't know if it hit him, though. All right, so it looks like Lucas Ware's going to... So it is ruled that Lucas Ware was hit by a pitch. And if he really wasn't, he matrixed the way out of that thing really impressively. But given the benefit of the doubt, he's on first base with 1 away here. First pitch to Shane Tackla off the plate. Ball 1. See if this is a spot where the Gherkins can put together a rally. Next pitch in the dirt. Lucas now caught in a rundown, and he is trapped like a rat in Myers Flat. Run down for the second out of the inning. Not going to lie, I completely lost count as to how that play should be scored. Looks like 2-4-3. I swear there were some more numbers in there, but apparently not. I trust Gary implicitly, and that's who gave me the numbers, so that's what it's going down in the scorebook as. 2-4-3 the put out on a broken stolen base attempt. So now with 2 outs, the count 2-0. Shane Tackla steps back in and lines one into left field, but Austin Kopp over and makes the catch for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're going to move to the top of the 8th inning. Still 6-0 Rosebuds.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
All right, baseball fans, welcome back here to Walker Stadium. We are headed to the top of the 8th inning. Rosebuds a 6-0 lead. Rayburn out for another inning's worth of work, and Hayden Williamson at the plate. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Well, before that crazy rundown in the bottom of the 7th, I was telling you the Pickles have an amazing promotion coming up. 1-0 pitch on the way, inside, ball 2. It is Pickle Fest, the return of Pickle Fest. Next Saturday here at Walker Stadium, the greatest, craziest, strangest promotion, and honestly one of the best. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike. 2-1. You can get your tickets online. You're going to have to search them out. I don't have a direct link for you, but you are looking for Pickle Fest 2021 at Walker Stadium. 2-1 pitch over for a strike. 2-2. It's going to be an afternoon full of music, beer, and some of the best baseball in the nation here at Walker Stadium. Make sure you get online and get your tickets. Those are going to go quickly. I snagged 4 already. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Williamson caught looking. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Bryant Rayburn. Excuse me, his 3rd.
Number 12, Kevin Blair.
So nobody on, 1 out for third baseman Kevin Blair. He takes a look at a first pitch ball. 3 strikeouts already for Rayburn. Comes set. 1-0 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for a strike. 1-1. So as you might have heard, we have a hard stop coming into tonight's game at 5:45 p.m. So if the Gherkins can get out of this inning quickly, they're still going to get a chance to fully bat in the 8th. Pitch on its way, swung on, and that fouled off on the right side. That one going to the berm. Nobody's quite going to get a handle on that one. 1-2. Young fan raced over and retrieved the baseball out there. Always good to get a souvenir when you go to a ball game. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one bounced foul on the left side. One and two. The count on Kevin Blair. Rayburn comes set. 1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, and that is lifted into left field, but foul.
Fun for everyone tonight. If you return a foul ball to the party deck, you get a red rope. Yum.
And it looks like the young fan out there on the right field berm is going to return said baseball for said red rope, and I don't blame them. That one low and in the dirt out front of home plate, 2-2. Rayburn set, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and lifted into left field. Alvarado moves over and settles under it to make the catch, 2 away. F7's how we're scoring the putout, my favorite function key on a keyboard. That's going to bring up second baseman Hayden Bunn. Bunn 1 for 2 on the afternoon, a single, a strikeout, a stolen base, and a walk. First pitch on the way to him. Cowbell didn't seem to phase Hayden Bunn. Steps back in from the left side, taps home plate. Pitch on its way. Low and outside, ball 2, 2-0. Rayburn trying to get this last out, get the Gherkins out of the top of the 8th and into the bottom where hopefully they can start their comeback. Next pitch is fouled off to the parking lot and then some. 2-1 now. And now we have small children hunting foul balls for red ropes. And, you know, a baseball for sugar, that's a fair trade. 2-1 pitch on its way. Swung on, and that one is not going to be retrieved by a small child, but that bounces in front of Kianis. Hayden Bunn with a 2-out single here in the 8th.
Number 19, Hayden Van Acker.
So 2 on, runner on first for the extra hitter, Hayden Van Acker. Hayden 0 for 2 on the afternoon, did draw a walk back in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way to him. That one low and in the dirt. Lucas's throw down to second and did not quite get him in time. Lucas Ware with a great throw down to second base, but it was just split seconds behind Hayden Bunn, who slides in safely. Second stolen base of the afternoon for Hayden. That pitch was high for a ball, 1-0. It's now a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Van Acker with a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. Wait a minute. How did that young girl come back with a second baseball? That kid is going to go home on a sugar high. I don't know that we need to be held responsible for that. 1-1 pitch off the plate, 2-1. Rayburn comes set, 2-1 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike, 2-2. I like the baseball retrieval system here. I just worry that we're going to go into a red vines shortage, and nobody wants that. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. So Van Acker goes down swinging, and that ends the top of the 8th inning. So we're going to really quickly try and get in the bottom of the 8th.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm going to have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag.
All right, fans, we are back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. Derek Mabin steps into the plate against new Rosebuds pitcher Jacob Bowser. We just had the singing of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond at the Baseball Diamond. That's why we do it, in case you weren't aware. First pitch of the inning fouled off to the left side, 0-1. I always enjoy watching Jacob Bowser pitch. Sidearm or submariner. Don't see that terribly often anymore. Comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that plunks Mabin. There is zero question about that one. That definitely plunked him.
Third baseman, Justin Herzog.
A rally can start in any fashion, and a hit by pitch is just as valid a start as any. Gherkins with the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing 6-0. Bowser's first pitch to Justin Herzog, over for a strike, 0-1. Herzog still looking for his first hit on the afternoon, and this would be a perfect time for it as he bounces one to first base. Safe at second. So Herzog bounces one over to Olsen, fields it cleanly, steps on first for one, throws down to Aiden Bunn at second, who was covering, but Mabin slid in since there was no force on the play. Ends up being a fielder's choice. Essentially 3 unassisted, and that's going to bring up Matt Bergevin. Runner on in scoring position, 1 away. First pitch to Bergevin. That one is skied to the right side, and that's going to be a red vine for some lucky fan.
Retrieve a foul ball. Get a free red rope.
Are we going with red rope or red vine? Oh, it's probably, oh yeah, the vines are the, see, this is This is why I'm not in charge of promotions. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is lifted in the right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Alex Seoul fields it cleanly. Wide turn at third by Maben, but he holds up. So we've now got runners on the corners, one away. That's going to bring up second baseman number 50, Colby Grace. You honestly couldn't ask for a better Gherkin to be at the plate right now. Colby Grace, 2 for 2 on the afternoon, pair of singles, and drew a walk back in the second inning. And that small fan's going to get a red rope. Holy cow. You love to see that. First pitch on its way, inside, ball 1-0. Bergevin over at first, Maben over at third. Pitch on the way, and that plunks Colby Grace.
Bases loaded for the Gherkins. Number 24,
So bases full of Gherkins. Grace on at first, Bergevin on at second, Maben hanging out at third, and starting pitcher / right fielder Kane Kianis to the plate. Kianis 0 for 2 in the afternoon, a pair of strikeouts, but drew a walk back in the second. First pitch on the way from Bowser, over for a strike. 0-1. By the way, line on Hayden Vinson, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs. Next pitch off the plate, 1-1. Hayden did hit a batter, walked 1 and struck 1 out. 1-1 pitch on the way, cut on and missed by Kianis. Count goes to 1-2. Bases full of Gherkins. Kane looking to do some damage. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one hangs outside. Ball 2. 2-2 to the Gherkins right fielder. Bowser looks in. Kianis twirls the bat at home plate. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's outside. Ball 3. Full count. You know, Kane would be happy to take a walk just like he did back in the second inning, because this one comes with a sidecar of RBI. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, strike 3. Beautiful pitch from Jacob Bowser. Bowser's first strikeout, and it could not have come at a better time for the Rosebuds, but they are still not out of the woods yet. 2 on, bases loaded. Left fielder Sean Alvarado to the plate. We still have 20 minutes or so before the hard stop time. We may just get the 9th inning of play in here as Alvarado fouls the first pitch off on the left side, 0-1. Alvarado, a small conversation with his bat. Steps back up to home plate. Bowser looks in, gets the sign. Gherkins at every base. 0-1 pitch over for a strike. 0-2. Alvarado in a big hole here. Gherkins really looking to cash 1, if not more, in. 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's off the plate. Ball 1. 1-2. Maben at third, Bergevin at second, Grace at first. That one just misses. Rosebuds were halfway to their dugout and overruled. So 2-2 count. Bases full of Gherkins. Bowser thought he had him on the last pitch. Let's see what happens here. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and lifted into left field. Austin Kopp over, and he settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We're going to go ahead and try and move to the 9th inning. 6-0 Rosebuds.
But you can't stay in the seat shower in.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles? Where can I get that? I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games. What kind of stuff do they sell there? Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers. That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up. Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop.
Welcome back, Gherkins fans. We're headed to the top of the 9th here, 6-0 Rosebuds. Bryant Rayburn out for his 4th inning worth of work, and Miles Norman to the plate leading off the 9th. First pitch on the way to Miles, swung on and lined down the left field line, foul. Norman 2 for 4 on the afternoon with a pair of singles. Rayburn's had a tumultuous few innings. He's back out for his 4th inning of work, though. Ahead in the count, 0-1 on Miles Norman. His next pitch to the plate. A little high ball 1, 1-1. That has been all Rosebuds this afternoon, plating 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th. 0 in the 8th, though. They had an even inning thing going for a while. They do hold a 6-0 lead. Pitch on its way, check swing. That one off the plate. Ball 2, 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. That one misses. 3-1. Three strikeouts so far for Bryant Rayburn. He comes set. 3-1 pitch on the way, and that one is off the plate. Ball 4. Walked him. So Norman's going to take a 90-foot stroll down to first base, and that's going to bring up number 7, the designated hitter, Blake Tellinghusen. Nope, we got a pinch hitter. Number 24. Relief pitcher Jacob Bowser to the plate. Takes a look at strike 1 from Bryant Rayburn. Can't really tell if Bowser's teammates are cheering for him or ribbing him pretty badly from the dugout. He is standing at home plate, sans batting gloves. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and he fouls that back. 1-2 now the count on the Rosebuds relief pitcher. Look at the kids run for that foul ball. Like there is a herd of small children running for that foul ball. Pitch on the way, that one fouled off at home plate. No kid is going to get that one, and I would suggest they don't try. That one in the field of play. 1-2 on the pinch hitting relief pitcher. 1-2 on the way. Oh, Picklebot calls him out. Strike 3. Picklebot is never wrong, so we're not going to argue with him, even if we feel he might have been wrong in our hearts. So 1 on, 1 out here, top of the 9th inning, and that is going to bring up shortstop number 21, Justin Bailey. That was Rayburn's 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Pitch on the way. A little bit inside, ball 1, 1-0. Bailey 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Pitch on its way, inside out swing. Is that going to dump into right field? It does for a base hit. Fair ball, but barely. Norman scampers into second base. Justin Bailey on board with a 1-out single. So with runners on first and second, that's going to bring up first baseman John Olson. Olson has been an absolute terror to the Gherkins this afternoon, and he comes up with another chance to do some damage here in the 9th. Rayburn looking for a double play to get out of this one. He comes set. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Strike 1 for Olson. One double play turned by the Gherkins so far this afternoon, that ending the 5th inning. Hoping to get one here. Count 0-1 on the Rosebuds first baseman. Bryant in with the pitch, and that one hit right at Kane Kianis out in right field. He fields that cleanly and gets it back in. Runners are going to have to stay. So 2 on, 2 out, and that is going to bring up right fielder number 18, Alex Seoul. Alex Seoul almost as big of a pain to the Gherkins as John Olson has been this afternoon. Comes up here with runners on first and second, 2 outs, top 9. Miles Norman keeps bouncing off a second base, hit over to the third baseman, long play over to first, not in time and in the dirt, gets away from Bergevin. Around to score, Miles Norman. Justin Bailey comes into third. So Rosebuds with another unearned run. E5 on the play. So we now got runners on at first and third as Bailey managed to get to third on the play for left fielder Jack Aussenkop. Still 2 out here in the top of the 9th inning. First pitch over for a strike. 0-1. Now 7-0 Rosebuds. Gherkins are going to have their work cut out for them in the bottom of 9. Granted, we get there. Sure do. 0-1 pitch on the way. Off the plate for a ball, 1-1. Fans of the Wild West League, the Wild Bills currently lead the WWWL at 6-2. Gherkins came into this afternoon's game with a 5-3 record. Throw over to first base. Alex Seoul back safely. Gray Wolves currently in third place with a record of 2-4-1, and the Rosebuds in fourth with a record of 2-6-1. Wind and the pitch on the way. Seoul from first goes. That pitch almost into left field. Double steal, and that's going to allow Justin Bailey to come in to score. You know, the Rosebuds were 0-3 coming into this game against the Gherkins, and so one really can't blame them if they try and hang a few runs here on the Gherkins this afternoon. That run in makes it 8-0. And that pitch hammered to left field, but Alvarado takes 2 steps to his right, settles under it, and makes the catch. F7 the put out. And fans, we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Rosebuds lead 8-0.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
All right, baseball friends, welcome back. We are getting the full game in here today. We were a little worried we wouldn't, but we're going to. 8-0 your score. Gherkins got a little bit of work cut out for him here in the 9th. First pitch on the way, swung on and missed by Cade Edmondson. Strike 1. Edmondson still looking for his first hit on the day. Now would be an opportune time for that. Bowser out for another inning's worth of work. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Bowser's 8th inning wasn't the cleanest inning in the world, but did get out of it without giving up a run, as have all of the Rosebuds pitchers so far this afternoon. Pitch on the way, swung on and hit down the left side, foul. Gherkins looking for 8 to tie, 9 to win. I've seen more runs scored in the bottom of the 9th than that. Bowser stands tall on the mound. Edmondson steps back in. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and lashed into left field. That is down for a hit. And it looks like it was over the wall for a ground rule double. Ground rule double for Cade Edmondson. So ground rule double for Cade Edmondson, and I'm going to be interested to see if that ball is worth 1 red rope or 2, because it wasn't a foul. So just curious about that one. I'm sure there was a gaggle of young children fighting for it out there, or maybe some adults. I don't know. It was far enough down the line I couldn't see. All right. Runner on at second, nobody out. Lucas Ware looks at a first pitch strike. Edmondson a good lead at second base. Next pitch fouled off, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 the count on the Gherkins catcher. Pitch on the way. Oh, that gets him. Lucas Ware caught looking. Beautiful pitch on the inside part of the plate, and Picklebot, who is never wrong, calls him out, strike 3. So 1 on, 1 away for center fielder Shane Takla. Bowser brings first pitch to the plate. That one bends over for a strike, 0-1. Be an opportune time for the Gherkins to start a rally here. Time running out. 0-1 pitch on the way from Bowser. Swung on and a bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly, but a slow, low throw to first base, and tackle is on with an infield single. On the play, Cade Edmondson checks in at third base. Runners on the corners, one away. Gherkins threatening again. They have before, have come up empty-handed so far. And try and push some runs across here in the ninth. Derek Maben to the plate. First pitch floats over for a strike. 0-1. Maben didn't look like he much cared for the call, but who are you going to argue with? A robot? No. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and a bouncer foul. 0-2. So Maben quickly in the hole, going to have to dig out of that. Edmondson with the leadoff ground rule double hanging out at third base. Shane Tackla, new resident at first. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that hit to the shortstop. Over to second for one. The relay to first, and he got him. 6-4-3. The double play, and that will do it, folks. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. Your final score, the Rosebuds 8, the Gherkins nothing. Fans, thank you for joining us here from Walker Stadium for this Wild Wild West League production. Remember, we're going to be back next weekend. Check in with us then.